Hello world, my name is Jill Henck and I work for the Capital District Regional Planning Commission, also known as CDRPC. I'm coming to you from Westerlo, New York today, given our current circumstances surrounding COVID-19 to talk about the 2020 decennial census. If you're like me, you recently received an invitation in the mail to participate in the 2020 census. These are mailed to every household in the US between March 12th and March 20th. The envelope looked a little something like this. You'll notice on the front in big bold letters, your response is required by law and has been since 1790. You might be thinking, psh, they don't really mean it, those jokesters of the federal government, but you should believe it. Mandatory participation in the census is written into the Constitution. Voting isn't even mandated by the US Constitution. The US Census Bureau asks that you complete the online or telephone survey by April 1st, aka April Fool's Day, aka Census Day. Again, those jokesters. If you haven't completed the survey by then, the US Census Bureau will mail you a paper survey to be completed and mailed back. If you still haven't completed the survey around May, in-person census takers will begin visiting homes to record responses in person. So at this point, you're like, why is this so important? Well, for a lot of reasons. One of the primary functions of the census is enumeration, which is exactly what it sounds like, counting how many people reside in the United States. Accurately quantifying this figure helps us to effectively assign the proportional amount of congressional seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. This is particularly important in New York because it's projected that we could lose 1 to 2 seats, which is why every person counts. The census also enables the government to accurately disseminate $675 billion in federal funding for things like schools, roads, transportation, social programming, healthcare facilities, and emergency readiness. So, if you're out there at home feeling like there's nothing you can do to help, you're wrong. You can complete the census. You can be counted. So let's do this thing. First, a few things you should know. If you're currently a college student and prior to this whole global crisis, you're having a good old time living in a college dorm or any campus residential building like a frat house or a sorority house or a theme house, go ozone house, you do not need to worry about completing the survey. You have already been counted by your institution. If you're a college student who lived off campus, you will need to complete the survey to reflect where you resided for the majority of the last year, so likely your off-campus house. This is the first year that the primary submission method has been online. What great news, since you're on your computer right now. Simply go to my2020census.gov. If you're not stoked about the internet, who needs it, am I right? You can call in and complete your survey at 844-330-2020. I'm going to just take a minute here to share my screen so you can take a look at this slide that I have that has all this information. Here we go. So my2020census.gov, we will share this slide afterwards. It has some live links so you can just click through. My2020census.gov, here's the phone number. There's more information about how to respond if you need it in a different language. Again, some important dates. The questions on the survey are available ahead of time if you wanted to take a look at them before you started filling out the survey. CDRPC put out a Census 101, what it is and why it matters. There's a link to that here. And the census also has a map of the current response rate. So you can take a look at areas in the United States that have already completed the survey. Okay. So we're here on the census landing page. We're not, but let me get there. Here we are. So this is the main census page. Again, there's a lot of resources if you want to click around here. So we're going to click Start here, Respond. Pause for my satellite internet. Okay. Okay, so we're here on the census landing page. Let's just start with a few common concerns about privacy. The Census Bureau will never ask you for your full social security number, your bank account or credit card numbers, anything on behalf of a political party, money, or donations. The Census Bureau is required by law to keep your response answers confidential and private. Only one person per house is required to complete the survey, but their answers must reflect everyone who resides there. First things first, click Start Questionnaire. Just a note here, you'll need to complete the survey in one sitting. If you do not, your answers will not be saved. Okay, now you'll be prompted to enter your census ID, which was provided in the mailer that the census sent to you. Once this is entered, you can get started. And just a comment on that, that is a unique number to you, so do not share that with anyone. I will be right back, I'm gonna go get counted. All right, we did it. Thank you for your time, and if we can get counted, so can you. Have a great day, everyone.